I researched the tools, I studied the workflows, but in the end, data engineering just wasn't for me. Let's talk about why. What is up? The name is Kevin. If you're new to this channel, I'm a civil engineer turned data scientist in the fintech space. But before we talk about why data engineering is not for me, let's first talk about what is data engineering. Think of data engineering like building the roads and highways that data travels on. So whilst data analysts and data scientists build dashboards and models, data engineers build the pipelines and the systems that deliver clean, usable data. So it actually involves a lot of back-end work. We're talking writing scripts to move the data. We're talking cleaning the data at scale. We're also talking managing storage systems and infrastructure. So you can think of it like the invisible engine behind every data project. So data engineering is actually a really critical data field, and I think a lot of companies are realizing that they actually need a data engineering team just to get them off the ground from a data perspective. So in actual fact, data engineering is not just a critical role, it's also quite well compensated. I will just leave a graph to show what this compensation looks like, but you can see that it's towards the upper end of the spectrum. So now you may be wondering, Kevin, data engineering is crucial, looks to be quite important, looks like it pays well too. So why is data engineering not for you? Let's talk about that. I think the first reason is that it's very code heavy. So a lot of time is spent writing code in Python, SQL, Bash, or command line interface, and managing infrastructure. And whilst I do love the coding aspect of data science, I also love the business impact aspect as well, that side as well. One thing I've learned about myself is I also love to communicate insights and not just transport the data behind the scenes. The other reason is, and by me saying this, no offense to any data engineers out there if you're watching this, this is just what makes me as a person. This is my characteristics, my personality, but data engineering just doesn't feel as tangible in terms of its output. So when we're talking business intelligence, data analytics, data science, I build dashboards and models, and this feels more real. It feels more visual to me. Whereas compared to data engineering, the output is often to improve the system, the backend infrastructure, and this usually doesn't get expressed to business-focused stakeholders. Now, let's talk about the third reason why I choose not to step into the world of data engineering. And that is the operational pressure is real. And when I say that, what I mean is, data engineering, something goes wrong, a pipeline breaks. That means downstream, a dashboard. So for the BI team, a dashboard can go blank. This means for the data science team, if you're training a model, that can break as well. So in essence, the data team downstream is very dependent on data engineers. But just to summarize that, if anything in the data engineering world within a business goes wrong, this can impact business operations in real time. And don't get me wrong, I know that in most businesses, there is some sort of software development lifecycle practice in place. So a very structured way of ensuring nothing goes wrong. There's peer review, people checking each other's code, or rather, colleagues checking each other's code. But I mean, on an off day, let's say there is a rush to get a project complete and then some member of the team skips the process. This can be very detrimental downstream. Let's quickly talk about the fourth reason. And again, no offense if you're a data engineer, but I just feel that there is less creative expression. As a career professional, I love using both sides of my brain, the analytical side, the creative side, and especially from a BI analytics perspective, I just feel there is more storytelling, more visual insight, more creative expression, the dashboarding side of things. I really enjoy that. And with data engineering, it is more, I just feel it's more structured. systems thinking. And come to think of it, that's a lot of the reason why I left civil engineering in the first place. And for the last time, don't get me wrong, I feel data engineers do very critical work, important work, work that solves real problems, important problems, but it's just not my creative playground. Okay, so that more or less sums up why I said no to data engineering, but you might want to know why I said yes, and even 1,000 times yes, to another space in the world of data, and it is all because of more or less the single tool, and I talk more about it in this video right here.